Okay, now we're actually recording in addition to being streaming.
All right, folks, we are Muffalo Shamans. This is it. We're playing RimWorld.
I know, right?
Name says it all. We're here to process, tame, and to drink the psychedelic urine of Muffalo, as any true shaman would.
And eventually get a chroma keyed out background so there's not so much of my bedroom showing, but we'll get that.
Ladies, you know what you're going to get. There it is. That's where the magic happens. Right behind us. But not us. I mean, I'm just sitting here. I don't live here. Never mind.
Let's move on, shall we?
Go ahead.
So the real question is, I've got no music turned on, just the regular RimWorld music. Do I actually want to start playing my real game that I care about here?
I've wanted to say now I know about RimWorld enough that I could go back to my games where I suck and save them.
I've only got 2 active games. I've got the one that's like 98% finished off that I didn't want to try to use for the stream.
Victory Fleet?
Not Victory Fleet, but it's like I've got 10 days left on my ship startup and it's getting a little hairy.
Yeah.
But this was the game that I actually started. I've got I think maybe 5 or 6 episodes. This is maybe 10 hours in. New settlement. We're doing the Lost Tribe.
You're into that Lost Tribe.
I'm trying the Lost Tribe.
I love a Lost Tribe.
According to the scenario builder, now I don't know, I'm not going to go back and actually ask you to watch some of the intro videos and be like, oh, here's how it shows on my thing.
So what did you look for?
Well, so right now I'm in a rainforest. I'll show you my world.
Okay, I've not done rainforest before.
I am in a rainforest with a road and a river available to me. So we've got some, and what seems to be some sort of ancient structure-y proto-city kind of a thing going on.
Yes.
It has now, I've got the message a few days ago about the AI contacting me, being about there being a ship.
Uh-huh.
I did 100% planet coverage. Here's the trick.
I did 50, but kudos on 100.
Here's where I am. Look where the ship is.
All on the other side of the world. Oh my god.
Almost the exact opposite side of the planet.
You got your... Actually, no. If you go over the North Pole, do you think maybe it's a little closer?
People don't have the ability to go over water, I don't think, right? Like, I can't get to any of these
islands. Drop pod to the island and drop pod over.
Well, if I'm going drop pods, I mean, we can fully cheat on that. But actually, it seems to be a lot of roads on my planet. Notice there's like an intercontinental highway system.
Exactly.
With smart route planning,
nexus.
I just been like randomly, let's build a road between these 2 places. And it was like 60 days. I'm like, you're bad at pathfinding. Let me reconfigure this pathfinding. I got it down to about 47 days of travel. And I'm like, that's long, but it's not horrid. It is, I guess, in a 60-day year, part of, most of 1 year.
Most of 1 year traveling would be interesting.
It's not horrid.
Dudes.
But
let me see your spot. Zoom in on this.
So this is my spot. The planet's the planet. Again, we can go back and on the planet.
Yeah.
So Lost Tribe, the scenario for Lost Tribe is that you are a tribe and then somehow, I guess, mechanoids come and kill your whole tribe, and then it's just 5 people left.
Yep.
So I had 5 starting people. I've now gotten my first 2 new recruits. I think literally I'm just working on getting clothing for them. My thinking in placing this settlement here was actually that we had sort of exceeded our grasp here with sort of tribal settlements, and our people had started to move out into this outlander area to sort of seek out new areas. And that is when the mechanoids started to descend, because they were really going in for the spacefaring outlanders, who people were actually competition to these mechanoids. And so we got caught up in that. I mean,
this is canon, or is this your interpretation?
This is my interpretation.
Okay.
This is the story I'm telling myself about what's going on with my people. Because, like, realistically, who would send, orbital killbots to go attack some tribal people?
I asked you this very question weeks ago, and you said, what if these mechanoids were, some kind of AI that has gone haywire and just like, we need to kill, or they're like, we just need any organic resources possible to replicate ourselves. I don't know. That's why I was trying to think, why are they coming after
why
tribals?
would mechanoids come and kill the tribals?
Exactly.
So in my thinking of how this is going down, I'm thinking there's this strong concentration of outlander settlements. What if they're trying to purge this planet, for example? Maybe they're trying to terraform and they're trying to get all the outlanders off. So we get caught up in this. So my settlement here is now actually nestled amongst the outlanders.
You have my favorite placement, which is road, river, and it looks like mountain.
Large hills.
Yeah.
So we're in a rainforest, large hills, river, and road. with lots of convenient trade partners, except for tribals. I really don't have convenient tribal trading.
That would be the only drawback I could see, is that you don't have tribals you can unload those like L1 goods to.
Exactly. So what I'm finding right now is, so here's my map. Just give everyone a nice little overview. It's a little misty right now, but we've got some very serious mountainous hill regions going on for lots of good digging.
Yep.
And I've settled mostly along this riverbank exactly to take advantage of that fertile soil. That 140% grow bonus is very significant.
It is super good, especially at this part in the game.
Exactly. And in this tropical rainforest climate, it's year-round growing season. Mm-hmm. So I'm pushing the shit out of some crops.
And I would think that you're not going to get many cold snaps in this biome also.
No, but what I did notice is there is no natural heal root in this environment.
Really?
Whatsoever. None. It doesn't grow wild. Berries are growing out the ass. They're everywhere.
Okay.
There's berries all over the place. There is zero wild heal root.
That is not good.
Not good, and I was having some issues. So I had 2 full fields of heal root here, and now I actually have quite a bit of heal root.
Okay, excellent.
With no tribal traders available, this is sort of sitting here now. I have to sort of wait for like a bulk goods trader to come in and buy this all up. This is more than I'm going to use for a while. So
maybe now, after the next harvest you can replant with something else, because it lasts for like 2 years.
It does last for goodly time, but I actually had stopped this game right at, I don't want to say an emergency, but a fairly serious situation. There's a heat wave on right now in this rainforest, in this sweltering, disease-ridden jungle. One of my people is, I believe, downed in her bed from extreme heat stroke.
Yeah.
Extreme heat stroke, 63%. I'm not exactly sure
how.
how.
Passive coolers.
I have passed. Everybody's sleeping, and I have very little wood because I'm burning up wood like a motherfucker.
What's your indoor temp there?
102.
Ugh.
What I'm thinking I might do is just do a sleeping spot. I'm not sure if this person can get up. They might be downed permanently. Well, not permanently, but maybe they have to have somebody move them. This little area is cooler.
Probably because of the stone walls.
It has a cooler. Exactly. Stone wall, stone floor, and I think if I snuff this torch, I can actually get the temp in here something reasonable.
I feel like just adding a cooler in that room, because these coolers are stretched pretty thin.
They're all vented together.
Exactly.
And I don't think there's not a lot of variation between the room temperatures. So putting a cooler in the room's not really going to help. I think
What about a cooler and close off the vents from that room to the other? I don't know.
I can't
move them.
I can't build any coolers.
You could steal one of those beds from the prisoners and just move it up there.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that...
Because I'm like, if they're sick, you don't necessarily want them in like a fake sleeping spot.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a bed in here and snuff this torch. Hopefully I can deconstruct this. I can get this person into this bed before they die. Everybody else I think is mostly okay. Serious heat stroke.
Is it getting worse?
Also serious heat stroke.
Maybe move more bed. Their body heat's gonna boost the temp up.
They all have serious heat stroke now. I just don't have the ability to get this cold enough in here.
Tomorrow, cut a bunch of trees and build out a bunch of coolers.
No, what we will do is just move... Oh, you can't move the cooler. Fuckers.
You could disassemble other coolers?
That's... What we really need is wood. Precious wood.
You just gotta live till tomorrow, which I think you will.
The temp, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know if it's going to get any colder. It's 117 degrees F out there. And I'm afraid this person's going to die if I don't take action right now, but I don't know physically what I can do to actually make this any better for them. Everybody's got, I mean...
You could wake people up and make them do all this stuff.
But won't that make them even strokier?
Are they all stroked?
Everybody's got serious or extreme heat stroke. Serious, serious, extreme, serious, minor.
Then that's the person who's got to do the work.
But what's the work? What do we
move the bed, build the cooler?
I can't just build. I have no wood.
I think you need to just live till tomorrow and build coolers.
I have no wood.
Cut wood, build coolers. You deconstruct those traps. There's some wood right there.
Do you cut? I'm gonna have to like force you to cut wood.
Is that a night owl?
Yes, I have one night person, but this person also has serious heat stroke.
Oh.
High on psychite, 46%. Finally got my psychite tea production
Just
going
keep
on.
chugging that psychite.
I don't know if that's gonna help me with. Alright, this gives a different icon. Am I crazy? Like if I clicked on the tree, right?
Yeah.
And I click chop wood, this gives me the machete icon.
Yeah.
This leads me to believe that these resources will be destroyed if I follow through on this and will not grow wood.
That will cut and give you wood. I think it distinguishes a harvest versus a plant cut operation. I don't know why. You clicked on the tree and it said chop wood.
Yeah.
It wasn't like cut down and burn.
Yeah, no, it's not cut plants. It was it was chop wood.
What's with that alocasia?
It's just a rando plant. I don't think you can get any resources.
Get anything.
I think an animal could eat it for grass or something.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking hay grass. All right. A lot of words and nothing has happened here.
Live, go.
But what am I gonna do to make them live?
They just, sometimes it's the middle of the night and you have heat stroke and you just have to live through the night. This never happened to you?
No.
Happens to me all the time. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, if only I could get out of bed and cure myself of heat stroke, but everywhere I would go is hotter than here.
It's 117 out, and it's 100 degrees
That's
inside
kind of what I'm saying. Like sending them out to go chop wood doesn't necessarily. Is it getting better or worse?
64%. Nothing's changing. Ambrosia sprout.
See, it's right near your colony.
Right where I sent my person to go.
It's got to grow in though.
Yeah.
All right, he's getting wood.
He's getting the wood.
Or she's getting. I can't tell. They're
Gray?
Very like.
Gray is a lady.
Lady Gray.
Is your brain melting out your butt? It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
You need to build those coolers out. There's 20 wood there. Disassemble traps?
No, disassembling is never a good idea. You're losing when you're disassembling things.
54.
Seeking safe temperature.
Great. Haul some wood while you're getting this.
Yeah, right? While you are dying of heat stroke, haul some heavy logs.
It's raining outside. There's no way it should be this hot.
115. It's going up.
Can you make them take their clothes off or something? Does that help?
No, the clothes help keep you cool.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have heat armor.
I thought that one was just a fire thing. I didn't realize it was actual temperature. Because I'm always like, it's summer, they're wearing their parkas, and I'm like, why are you wearing parkas?
Well, there was a thing where it's like, here we go, comfortable temperature up to 83.
So that he's not comfortable.
No, so if you drop your pants, 82, it went down.
Great. So
Put your pants back on.
he's like, I have heat stroke. You're making me undress, redress, drop wood, pick wood up. No wonder all you people are upset. So this lost tribe is no joke.
It's 81 in the kitchen somehow.
Get everybody in the kitchen.
I don't think they can walk. Yeah, how's it so much cooler in here?
What's making it cool?
There's 2 working coolers, but this cooler is not here. Hold this open.
Just put everybody in there.
Furniture, sleeping spot.
At this point, sleeping spot.
I don't know if people can move.
Carry them. Once it gets up, you need one person who can carry someone else. There you go.
I need to order them to here. This person.
Just get them all in there.
I know, but there's no like force rebed everybody. Who didn't get reassigned beds?
Just anyone who's in a bed.
I need to forbid these beds so that they don't rescue to these beds.
Well, if it's their assigned bed, they'll rescue to that bed.
Will they, or
Yeah.
they rescue to any bed?
Well, I don't know about that.
Rescue Green. Where will you take her?
To her bed.
To the sleeping spot. Okay, great.
Your people starting to get fucked.
Rescue.
But he's already got someone, doesn't he? Or am I seeing that wrong?
No, I'm choosing a different person. Alright, 2 rescues are underway, and we need to get Grumps and Prairie Dog moved. Grumps. Prairie Dog. Did Gray get your bed moved? You did not. Oh, no. Yeah, we need one more sleeping spot. Sleeping spot. Here. This now belongs to Gray.
Alright, now.
Deconstruct this torch. Drop your wood immediately. Deconstruct this torch.
Poor Gray. Can't even.
Yeah, I've told him to do a million things. Where the fuck are you going? Go to your bed.
Well, he can go in that other room. It's not too hot.
No, but I want them to
He
go.
wants to go do research.
No, they wants to just be in a different room than where I sent them to, and I'm like, don't ever do that.
Well, but it's a safe temperature in there.
They can't rest there. What if I put a sleeping spot in here?
It's funny, he's like standing on the table.
Yeah, right? Just go to bed. Just live. Everybody live.
Just let him. The most important thing is that he's in a temperature that won't kill him.
Why do you have berries?
He's hungry.
Alright, it's 95. If we can get another cooler or 2 built.
How is it in there? 80.
80.
Good in there. Just get everybody into the kitchen.
Get into the cold storage. Alright, we're at 70% on her extreme heat stroke. That should start going down.
If it doesn't, yeah, it did.
No, it's
It's
still
a different
70.
person.
70. Well, we'll check on it. Some of my relations deteriorated.
People are pissed. What else is new?
She's just gonna fucking research.
Research and stay in a decent temp. What more could you ask for?
Alright, I think
They'll live.
we made it.
They live. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Whew. We will live for another day.
They're like recovering from severe heat stroke, and they're like, "How dare you walk through this bedroom?"
Yeah, right. You're disturbing my sleep. I'm like, you are lying on the floor because you are dying of heat stroke.
Exactly. Let them walk through.
Okay, to keep this whole apparatus going, we're gonna need more wood and
There's
stat.
not much. You don't have many human resources with which to work with right now.
No, I really don't. But really, my whole empire runs on wood until I'm able to research electricity.
Absolutely.
Now, Prairie Dog is currently researching electricity.
I've been having good success with planting fields of trees. I was actually coming to enjoy it.
I have a bamboo proto-forest up here, but it takes forever to plant a tree.
Does bamboo grow super fast?
I believe the bamboo grows faster, but it yields less wood when you cut it down.
Okay.
Still at 70. It should, I mean, it's
not going up.
It's 85 degrees in here.
They'll live in 85 degrees.
And it's 81 in
Can
here.
you put one more kuna in there, maybe?
There's 3 active coolers in this area.
Yeah.
So it's 84, 81. Now I guess I could move her bed into the 3-degree cooler zone, but
Yeah.
84 degrees I should be within. Oh, you know why? Because I think you're wearing a parka.
This is what I'm saying. Why are they wearing parkas? Let's see.
To 81 degrees. I'm wondering if I strip her, do you think that this will somehow improve?
I don't know.
Maybe we can experiment with that. Don't refuel this lamp, actually.
Actually, that lamp might give you the temperature differential you're looking for.
Who constructs? You're busy. You're busy.
Alright, so walk me through your colony here.
Okay, so now that initial medical emergency is over,
What a
River.
great way to start the series, right? It's like
Nearly everybody died.
Hard action beginning of like, we've got 6 people dying of heat stroke.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a pirate raid, but it is truly threatening to the colony. We almost definitely ate some shit there.
Yeah.
So, river, big ass river runs fully north to south through the map. This is an ancient asphalt road that also runs fully north to south through the
Looks
entire
great, I
map.
like it.
There's a little wooden bridge here.
Yep. You got elephants on the map.
Yes. So we have robust wildlife, including elephants. Oh, there used to be a rhinoceros herd, and there probably will be again.
I think elephant is the king of the animals.
Elephant is the king of the animals, and they're natural to the biome. There were more, and maybe they'll come and go.
You know, I wondered though if you would get hosed on their food appetite. Maybe just let them graze.
I never had a problem with letting these gigantic animals. People were like, "Oh, you can't have a mega sloth because it eats too much, right?" And I'm like, "Just let it graze."
Let it graze. I was having trouble. Mine would graze so far out. My trainer never got to it. And
oh yeah, you were saying that you had one that's self-tamed and
yeah,
I
was like, yes, self-tamed. It's like self-tamed mega sloth.
They're hard to tame.
It's awesome. Took all the hard work out of it.
So we have natural elephants, which is nice. Eventually, once we have good animal skills, we'll be rocking elephantes, obviously.
Definitely.
Road, there's these ancient lampposts. I have failed to actually look these up and see if you
I think they
deconstruct
yield
them for
steel.
Steel. Steel? I was hoping that maybe you could have them be lights again or something. I don't know.
No, you can't.
Just steel?
Wait, can you zoom out, go down, go where you just were. Right there, to the right. Is that the fertile soil?
This
What is that?
marshy soil.
So no
building there.
No building, but it looks like you could plant there.
You can plant and it has 100% fertility, but no structures.
No structures, interesting.
There is another zone of fertile soil here.
Nice.
But this is not near my real base.
Not particularly
area.
close. Yeah. I think can I see your fields?
So these fields, these 3 grow zones are actually all in fertile soil.
Fully fertile.
Fully fertilized.
Okay.
And then these are some lower supplemental fields.
So that's fine, because like the cotton, you don't need to be bringing that in all the time.
No, and plus, not all the crops have the same fertility sensitivity as well.
Exactly.
So ones that have 100% sensitivity, I've been putting in the fertile zone.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that have less, like potato, has very low, so that can go in the shit soil.
Yep.
So I've been putting corn and slow growing stuff that's nice to have be accelerated over here. And we've got pretty good food. Like I'm not concerned about my food. Psychite's coming in, so I want to start having tradable goods. I was getting luxury goods traders coming in, like both the Shaman and the Outlander version.
You got nothing for it.
And they're all like, "Oh, do you want this Arcotech Eye or this like television?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, but like I can't do anything."
On Lost Tribe, it takes a while to get that economy going.
Yeah, so I've got the hand tailoring bench. I've built a little supplemental proto-production area down here where I'm starting to stockpile textiles.
Nice.
I've got my little hand tailor bench. I've even got a tool chest, a tool cabinet going on.
What does that give you?
Increases work speed by 6%.
Can you stack those?
Yes, you can have more than one for each workbench.
So in theory, I could have a room with just one workbench and like a zillion
Two. Two's the max.
cabinets. Two.
It says explicitly that it can't be boosted with more than 2 per workbench.
Got it.
So I could boost the prod of this by 12%
That's
with a
pretty
second
good.
cabinet. They're 200 steel to build one of those tool cabinets. Yeah, it's quite bad, but you can move it, which is nice.
That 6% is a good 6%.
And it will stay good as I upgrade my bench and do other things.
Multiple tool cabinets can serve
One
multiple
bench.
benches. So if you had 2 cabinets there, you could have like 3 or 4 benches all getting the boost.
It's true. If I had 2 tool cabinets in this room, up to 4 or 5 benches could all get that boost.
Okay, that's something.
It's pretty good. It's kind of like the dresser, how the dresser will provide a boost to
What do you
multiple.
get? I've never seen a dresser boost per
It
se.
gives you, I think, slightly increased pawn comfort.
Okay.
I think is the trick.
Got
So
it.
it's like plus 5%
It adds to
pawn
their
comfort.
comfort score. It doesn't have like I have a dresser moodlet.
No, I believe the dresser furniture itself is beautiful, so it has a little bit of beauty factor.
Okay.
To make the room a little nicer, and it
maybe
slightly
of it.
increases pawn comfort when they're in the room.
Palm comfort.
Pawn comfort. All right, so the beds didn't get moved, but the sleeping spots did. Clearly, we need more coolers in this bedroom, or to have it be made out of stone. So we need to keep our wood economy popping along. I'm just gonna let this run. I hate that game of Ur. I want that gone so much.
Why do you hate the game of Earth?
I don't know. It's something about it that I hate.
No, you had a chessboard in your other game.
I did have a chessboard.
Where do you get this chessboard?
The Hoopstone and the Game of Ur are tribal versions of the horseshoes and chess. So
you never get it?
you never get it. So if you're Outlanders, you get horseshoes and chess. If you are
Tribal, I get Game of Ur and Hoopstone.
and Hoopstone.
But
now,
it's the same.
No, it is not.
Less effective?
It's less effective. If you look at it, recreation power 90%.
Chess is 100.
It's less good.
What is chess though?
Chess is, I think it's 100 for a good quality.
Huh.
But I remember it being specifically low because I was playing as Outlander, as I was playing as colonists, and I had an opportunity to buy a Game of Ur from a trader. I'm like, I've never seen this before. I'll buy
So
this
I
Game
could
of Ur.
buy a chessboard from Trader possibly?
Yes, you
Is that
can.
a thing?
You can buy the other thing. But I looked at it and the efficiency was lower, so I got it for funsy values, and it turns out that sucks. All right, you're bringing in refuel all these coolers.
Hey, when it's all you got, it doesn't suck.
Refuel all the coolers, but also build more coolers. Mostly people are sleeping.
I think people are still getting over their heat stroke. Check
Yeah.
in on them.
So let's see, Green. You were the one who was truly fucked. Initial.
He's coming. They're coming out.
They're
of
coming out of the swoon.
It. Let him come out of it.
It's 127 degrees in the
it's no
rainforest right now.
joke. Yeah, this colony is going to need major cooling, well-cooled colony.
Yeah, so Prairie Dog, hopefully you'll go back to researching soon. At least move the wool that you cut.
No.
Prairie Dog is almost a full-time researcher. She does a little bit of animal stuff. She's a melee fighter. I like Prairie Dog, but she's already up to 13 intellect with double passion and fast learner, so that should give some nice, good research.
She's going to be a world-renowned expert.
But basically,
Light
all my
master.
research costs are doubled or whatever for being backwards oafs.
Exactly. You just can't wrap your head around this technology.
You're cooking meals. That's important because we have none left. We're out of meat. I need to go hunt, but I'm still in kind of survival mode at the moment. I don't want to take any unnecessary extra risks. Oh wait, there's a little bit of meat. We have some meat.
What is that lizard skin?
That's the lizard skin. They're just going to start loading this area with all the textiles.
Is there snake skin or is that counted for lizard?
I think it's a lizard skin. And Grumps is going to start making some more clothing. Grumps is a nudist, and so that's why she's not wearing clothes. But Jiao Dao should want clothes. He's wearing cloth. He's wearing pants and a war veil, and he's cool with that.
That's cool.
got no shirt. Don't play the game of Put on a shirt. We don't own one.
He doesn't have a shirt.
Just making one.
He'll put on a shirt as soon as he can.
Walking around a wife beater.
He's walking around. I mean, he couldn't get served at McDonald's at this point.
No shoes, no war veil, no service.
I came in with just flip-flops and a war veil. Can I get a cheeseburger?
Be like, normally yes, but you're in the drive-thru, so no.
They do not like to serve you when you walk through the drive-thru.
No, that is continually an issue. And as I understand, if you rap in the McDonald's drive-thru, like as a joke to take their order, that people have had the cops called on them.
That I don't understand. I would just be like, if I could understand what you're saying, I'll put the order through. If I can't, I'd be like, could you please just say it? I'm like, okay.
It might depend on the quality of your rap. Like if you're good at rapping,
Could
maybe.
depend on the quality of the microphone too.
Well, yeah, the drive-through speaker thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure that was great, but I couldn't hear any of it. So I mean, we're right back in it.
Easy. Yeah.
It's 122 degrees, and I still have everybody sleeping in the
Things fall
kitchen.
to pieces relatively fast and fall back relatively fast.
If I can get some of these coolers built.
Your prisoners are really living in squalor.
Yeah, I gotta get that cleaned up. What are you doing? You're dicking around.
Yeah, look,
Out of wood.
he was just confined to the floor. I guess you want them sleeping in the kitchen because of the heat condition.
This
still.
area happens to be the coolest for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It seems odd to me that this structure is the coolest.
Yeah.
With its torch and oven and 3 coolers.
3 coolers might be it. I mean, it's the most dense cooling.
This has just 2 coolers. So 2 coolers for a structure this large.
Exactly.
Is not doing it.
That's the ratio.
But I'm having trouble keeping up with. Mostly my people are preferentially working in the fields rather than cutting wood, and I'm not inclined to stop them, but I also want them to do that. This is alright. Don't plant any more heel root. This should bottom out soon, and they should go back to cutting wood.
It should bottom out.
The field work should be completed soon.
Soon they have to plant out a bunch of heel root.
I have turned off sowing on this to speed this up. But this is almost fully planted.
Get that cut.
Sowing. Go cut wood. No, they're gonna go plant trees in here. No.
What is the priority of plant cut for these guys?
I think it's about the same as grow, but plant cut is the same as grow.
But it will always go, it goes from like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from left to right. So like they'll always prioritize grow over cut if those values are the same.
Interesting. So I guess I have to lower make sure that this is always higher.
Yeah, make that a 2 and the other one a 3.
And then make this one. Grumps is not supposed to be cutting, but. Alright, so if I do, let's see if they will make their choices correctly now. So let's pretend I gave them the freedom to sow. What will you choose to do? You will choose to mine.
Because mine is the same as cut, but further to the left. That is my hypothesis. Yep.
Mine, indeed. Now what will you choose to do? Cut wood, excellent.
Harvesting bamboo trees.
Yes, good. Cut wood.
Cut wood, carry water. Did you know that there is hydroelectric power as well?
Yes, there is river power, and I am very interested in getting that rocking and rolling.
So I think that is the way to get
heat waves over.
Tons of power.
This water is relatively shallow. I don't know if there is a depth requirement. I can't imagine.
It's not a depth requirement. It's like a surface area of water contained.
We've got plenty of rivers, so once we've got that tech going, we should be rocking and rolling.
Exactly.
I don't like how much wood. All right, now that the heat wave is over, I can just destroy all these.
Yeah. Just double click. Yeah.
I've had bad luck with accidentally deleting stuff. Double clicking.
I accidentally delete fields, which is super annoying.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a little gun shy on doing that. Okay, so that's rock and roll. We've survived the heat wave, and this door can be closed. Everybody go back to your regular beds. They'll pick their beds.
It's so hot as... Well, it's coming down.
It's 111.
Is that normal?
It's coming down.
Okay.
But no, I think... What is the normal temp for my area? World. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. And then I go
Terrain.
to... Terrain.
Train.
The average temperature is up to 90.
Up to 90, that's fine. Manageable. My map has like the world's... It's like this climate of San Francisco. It's always between 50 and 70. All year round. It's great.
I was considering doing desert, actually. Some sort of... I don't know, I'm imagining sort of space Morocco.
Yeah, exactly. But I've heard desert is extremely hard until you get hydroponics
Yeah,
put together.
Fucking cobras.
Mad Cobra?
No, it's hunting my little dog. I want to tame cobras.
Yeah.
Because that would be cool.
But you don't get bit.
My 3 starting pets were a Yorkshire Terrier, another Yorkshire Terrier, and a boom rat. And I'm like, fucking balls. Like, why?
I know, you're not getting... They can't haul, they can't do anything.
They can't do dick. They can nuzzle, which gives a little bit of a mood boost. But mostly they're attracting cobras. Is mostly what they do.
Great.
I want these cobras, but not while it's actively hunting my dog. So, you dog, you will have to go to the dog hide zone, of which I have established several.
Chester Zone?
Cheater zone.
Oh.
Now,
the Chester Cheeto Zone.
I need someone to come kill this snake. Stop cooking tea. You two, come with me. Do you fight, Zillion? What do you... I don't remember what you do. This is one of my recent joins. Yeah, you're actually one of my better fighters. You two, come with me. We're going on a snake hunt.
That's far away.
They're the closest. Prairie dog has a club, so it's like...
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Okay, we're coming closer. She's a
Snake,
girl.
snake, 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 snake.
Do, go, girl.
Get in the thing. Get away from the snake.
Stop. Shoot him. But he's gonna come and get you.
Snake shot.
Alright, well, at least I doesn't know what to do now.
The snake is confused now. My people are so bad at shooting things. There it is.
There you go. Nice. Now you can have some snake meat.
I got some delicious snake meat. Haul it. Don't consume it.
Yes, take a nice fresh bite of snake.
Yeah, bite it's still beating hard out. Because, you know, with snakes, that's still a thing.
Do you get the power of the snake?
No, I mean their heart keeps beating after they're dead.
Not forever.
No, I mean for long enough to take a nice yummy bite out of it.
Is that a thing?
That's what people would do. Be like, oh, I want to bite this beating heart snake and get the snake power.
Not just in Indiana Jones movies?
Oh no, where do you think Indiana Jones got it from?
Well, I mean, sometimes they just make things up.
There is a lot of cultural appropriation and exaggeration, especially in that.
You know what I mean? You watch
banquet hall scene where they're like, "Oh my god, they eat!"
Is this how they really eat? There's like, I don't think every meal is like a monkey head sliced open.
Well, it's not every meal. I mean, you need some vegetables, right?
Hang on, point of order. That's fertile soil right all around that upper thing.
Is it?
Rich.
Sure enough.
You have a second patch.
Now, this is a little on the far side, though.
But it's right near the bedrooms, also. So it's not, like, totally inconceivable that they could tend it.
This is all fucking rich soil. Fuck it. Let's make this be something cool. I don't have Devil Strand technology yet, which I really would like.
It's tough. It's like, you want it, but there's so many things you need first.
I'm going all in on electricity right now, which I know is one of the bigger research projects.
Yes.
But I want it. Like, my people are dying of heat stroke. My food is
it's probably
spoiling.
The biggest threat to your colony. Yes, that is a nice.
It's a nice little zone. All right, what do we want here?
Do you want it all to be one thing? That's a huge patch of one thing.
It is a little bit. Honestly, I don't even need... Right now, I'm sort of exceeding my ability to process a lot of this stuff.
I'd say maybe just mark this off as future. Unless you do, like... I don't know.
Like, I've got...
That's the kind of patch I would plant with, like, hay grass.
I might want cotton here, actually. My ability to process the cotton into finished clothing is pretty good.
You got a 6% bonus.
Cotton? Because I had all of this cotton. right? So this is unboosted cotton. And this whole thing had multiple stacks within all the cotton. No, I'm using up that cotton fast. Bonus cotton.
Go for it.
Colonel Angus.
Colonel Angus.
I had sort of experimented with like, oh, plant some hops here, but I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know how to make beer. Like, why am I planting this?
Yeah, that's true. So now what? They're just sort of
free balling it.
Yeah, what could eat that?
I've got pretty good psychoid leaves.
How much snake meat does that yield?
It's like 20, 23.
That's pretty good. It's like a chicken.
It's a couple meals, yeah. Oh, right. Delete. Don't do that. Don't sleep in there anymore. You're a real person. You just go right back to the thing. Prairie Dog, I admire your
You
dedication.
didn't let him go to sleep, so he went back to work?
I destroyed the sleeping spot, and so Prairie Dog was like, oh, well, I guess I don't have, can't sleep on the floor like I like to anymore. I guess I'll learn how to make electricity now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get back to my experiments on ferromagnetism then.
You got a hydro right near your base. That's good.
Yeah, this will be good power. So, like, once we know how to make electricity, and these berry bushes have actually been very productive with their year-round grow cycle.
Yeah.
And the fact they're right there, just been getting nonstop free berries. So mostly we've been living on accelerated corn and psychoid.
And psychoid? That's not nutritional.
No, it is not.
Non-nutritive. Beer is slightly nutritive.
It is nutritive. Mostly, a lot of people will buy, almost anybody that buys yayo also buys psychite tea.
Yeah.
So I was trying to just get something going that I could sell to Outlanders.
Yeah.
And I guess we can put our torches back now.
Yeah, they don't like the dark.
And this never got deconstructed, so let's just leave that.
Are they planting? What are they doing?
I think cutting down a tree in preparation for putting stuff in here.
That's good.
And it's 86 degrees in here, and none of these coolers ever got built. There's wood sitting in the fields. Don't rest. Haul wood. You're building a bridge. That's okay, I guess.
What is that spot up there?
This is my little barn zone.
Oh, okay.
So this was a prefab structure that just existed on the map, and so I'm like, I'll throw a cooler and a door in it and call it a barn.
Yep. Keep your animals alive.
And I picked up this little alpaca fleet, which is, I'm
I
not
love that.
doing a lot with them right now, but they're giving me wool, and I guess eventually they'll be pack animals.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we want elephants. That's where this is going.
Yeah, I think it'll take you a while before you get the elephant brigade situated.
I'm going to want at least 12 to 14 animals before I would even attempt before I would even attempt to try to do an
I
elephant.
thought you were going to say I want at least 12 to 14 animals, like, ready to release if the training goes poorly, because the elephants will kill you if it goes badly.
Yeah. I mean, in my last game, I wasn't messing with elephants up until I had, like, very serious foyer power. So when, if an elephant decided to get sassy, I just shoot it in the head, but...
It's a little more than sassy.
Alright, so ditch tribalware. In my last pre-recorded Let's Play session, I had built the tailoring bench and started the production of regular clothing, so people can start kicking that old-fashioned tribalware to the curb.
The tribalware's not bad. The stats aren't terrible.
It's more
You
psychological.
have a little glitter world medicine. That's what
I bought some Glitter World medicine. So these high-end traders were coming through, and I'm like, I can't afford anything that you have, but I can shell out like $25 or $70 or whatever it is for like a little bit of Glitter World medicine, just to get something.
Definitely.
So I have excellent mineable resources just in this one hillside. Jade,
Jade?
machines,
Gold?
Just in this one hillside. There's some ship chunks up here. Like this can be.
It's very clutch to have the mountainous area.
The issue I might have with defending the base is that because the river, actually, as a fun aside, this river actually cuts through this mountain to form a little tunnel, actually.
Oh.
Rock roof thin.
That's interesting.
Overhead mountain.
Nice.
rock roof thing. So
that's
it's
awesome.
a little carved through, little mountainy thing. If I seal up, so I'm thinking like if I build a wall, essentially here, you know, with a gateway here, wall here, this is contiguous here. They would have to come up essentially along the road.
Yeah.
I don't want to block off the road, and I'm not sure if you actually can build on these asphalt things.
I think you can.
For story purposes, I don't think that it's cool to put a physical barrier across the road.
I mean, it's your road. You live here.
I know, right? But essentially, that's going to leave the river open on both the north and the south.
Force them to come in on the river.
And I think that might be okay if attackers want to try to walk down a river.
It's going to slow them down.
Yep. So I think I might actually be okay with that.
I think it's a great idea.
So everybody's sleeping. People are, I guess, mostly in terms of rest, trying to recover from...
Can you check their health? Are they still suffering?
They probably should be... No, they're totally okay.
Nice.
So it's 1 o'clock in the morning. My night owl is building some more spike traps because I love me some spike traps. I can never get enough of these things.
I've started building out massive spike traps as well.
They are fantastic.
I've started to use building, this is probably a bad idea because they're flammable, but I've been building like spike trap, wooden sarcophagus spike trap.
Why?
All together in a line because they don't want to go over the sarcophagus because it's going to a movement debuff, so it channels them into the spaces between.
Oh, I would think that you would just like put a stone chunk or something there to do the same effect.
Well, I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't have anything to really use, but I was like, how do I make them walk through the thing?
I like that idea of having things that they walk over to slow them down, but the problem I was having with that, like for example, maybe you could use a stone chunk. I don't want them hiding behind that stone chunk.
Yes.
While I'm trying to shoot at them. So I'm like, nothing that could be any sort of benefit to you under any circumstances. So I was just massing spike traps and just be like, if you have enough of them, they'll hit some of them eventually.
Yeah, that's good.
And high explosive IEDs. Those are my jams.
Can you place the IEDs between the traps, or is it the same placement restriction?
I don't know about that.
You know what I mean? Like, could you punctuate them in the off spaces between those traps?
You could do that, but I'm afraid that the explosion of the IED would actually destroy your traps.
Probably, but maybe that catches them up in the fire too, so it's like just extra destructive.
You are sweeping up in former bedrooms. What do you... I mean, cleaning is important.
What?
I'm just trying to make sure everybody's doing their most ideal task.
Sleeping.
Staring at a table. I need a few more bedrooms now.
Relaxing
1, 2, 3,
socially
4,
by
5,
staring
6,
at a
7.
table.
I have 6 bedrooms, individual bedrooms, but really only 5 because one of them's a prison.
Down? What are these little doodads? Oh, it's berry boxes.
These guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, some little...
It's nice that they have infinite box technology.
Is it supposed to be a box? Is that what it is?
Right? It's like a little, one of those cardboard boxes that the pick your own fruit place.
I always thought it was like some sort of a... It looks like a slice of bread, first of all. It looks like jam spread on toast.
It does look like a giant piece of Texas toast with jam on top.
And I'm like, really maybe it's a wooden cutting board or something.
Why would it be?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of
something that this would be on.
All the other things have a box.
Don't
worry about that.
Mute it. We can't have your noises be on the stream.
Why? There's people talking to us on the stream.
Is that what that's from?
No, it's not. I just thought if I said that, you'd let me keep the noise on.
I mean, I guess that would be true. Is anybody even watching this?
It's hard to say.
It doesn't show you the viewers?
If it does, that means we have none.
Well, I mean, it would just say the number of people watching.
It doesn't. But I'm also not really in a position to know that.
Wait, what?
Claim 0.
Oh, it says 0 specifically?
Oh, there's 1 viewer.
Yes, hello, viewer.
That's me, I think.
Ah, damn it.
Hang on a second. Viewer, is that you?
You're viewing, so you've got to be the viewer.
Nope, we have 2 viewers. I'd like to thank Commander Root and Lurks.
Cool.
Watching our initial
Thank you, guys.
broadcast of Muffalo Shamans.
Yeah, if I didn't say this before, we have no idea what we're doing, and we've just started doing this.
Now, don't sell yourself short. You have some idea of what you're doing.
I would like to pretend that I have read about people who know what they're doing.
You've certainly played enough RimWorld, as you were saying that the hours played figure was giving you a little bit of shade.
I'm okay with my ability to play RimWorld. That's not what I'm concerned about.
That's why we're here, Chuck, because I believe in your ability to play RimWorld.
I'm not confident in my ability to be an affable human that someone would want to watch on the internet. That's what I'm concerned about.
It's not that we want to watch you, it's that we are, and it's good enough. We haven't changed the channel yet.
If they're still on, then...
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about me. I could walk out the store any second and be like, this show.
I guess you could just
go full Bill O'Reilly, but I'm not going to do that because I'm having fun. I'm feeling good.
I'm going to walk out and I'm going to do it live.
I'm trying to keep this show. I'm trying not to work blue material. It's hard because I talk like a sailor most of the time.
Blue material. I mean, we are allowed to swear.
I know, but I want this to be a family show. It's a family game.
This is like when you were in line for Rhett and Link and you were afraid that it was all going to be like tweens and teeny boppers.
I thought it was gonna be like parents with their kids being like, hey, I took you to that show of that stupid thing you like because you're a kid and you like stupid things. And I would be the only like normal adult person there who liked this entertainment.
No, we were in good company of affable young adults.
Affable young adults, and I would like to know who that woman sitting next to you was who walked out like 20 minutes into the show.
Yeah, she shows up, is, you know, all conspicuously attractive up in my jams, and I'm all like, what's your deal? And then she's gone.
Well, you didn't say what's your deal.
I did
She was
not.
gone before anyone could even take notice.
I don't typically question people directly with a, hey you, what's your deal?
No, you're much more subtle. Harry says to the bear, subtlety and patience are a good way to look pretty cool.
Words to
You
live
can
by.
add to that, yeah.
Wood is in stock. We should probably get back to the RimWorld base.
Why?
It's true. This is a lifestyle channel, and we just happen to be playing video games while we're doing that.
The thing about RimWorld is that a lot of it is the slow evolution of the process.
But don't people want to like hear me talk about my wood supplies and, you know, maybe laugh because that's funny, or no?
I mean, you could drop a wood supply joke here and there, you know, but maybe give a little more like that's what she said, like, hey, Zellian wants to know about your wood supply. That's what she said, or something.
I do believe I dropped a choice, that's what she said, in a pre-recorded episode. But we got to work on being good at that live.
Did you that's what she said yourself?
Yes, I did.
It's important to catch those.
Well, it was something about, I believe I was attempting to obtain meat for something like that, and something.
You know, that's true.
Yeah, how that happens. All right, speaking of meat, we're out of it. Almost everything will kill me, though. I want to tame... Can I start taming cobras? Do I have enough animal skill to do
The
this?
monkeys upset me.
Yes.
Because they're advanced trainable, but not heavy enough to do anything worthwhile.
I have the ability to train cobras, but they only eat meat and kibble, and I'm having enough trouble getting meat for myself.
What are those bright red? Those are the monkeys.
These are the monkars, and I am afraid that
The monkeys will attack you.
group monkey bang.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be bad.
But there's only 3 monkeys, and I think we can take them.
Has anyone's face been eaten?
No one. For the most part, I had a few run-ins with some panthers who were trying to take down my Yorkshire Terriers.
Okay.
Because they attract every predator on the map because they're just walking food.
Yes.
So I had one person get fairly well mauled by a panther, but no permanent injuries, no scars, other than their starting scars and such. Green, what are you doing? You are praying.
It seems starting scars are more likely to develop than game scars.
If you play well, you won't get any game scars. Theoretically.
I don't know. I mean, people get shot. People get shot despite the best preparation.
See, like, look how long it's taking to plant this bamboo tree. It's
Trees take a long
fucking
time.
painful.
Can you show me the stats on a bamboo tree of like how fast it grows?
I don't know, but I'll try to. Here's a bamboo tree. Cover effectiveness, fertility requirement, sensitivity. 12 days, 13 wood. That sucks.
That's pretty bad. The poplar tree is like 15 days and I think 20 some odd wood.
Teak tree, 32 days, 54 wood. So
that's like better than oak.
That's better. I should like plant fucking teak.
Plant the teak because you'll get much more wood per time investment.
This is like 1 wood per unit time. That other one was like 1.7 or something wood per unit time. So people are engaged in very long-term activities right now.
Also, plus the fact that you would have to plant, harvest by the time you did 3 of the other,
That's what motivated me to do corn here instead of rice, because
once you're to a stable point, go corn.
Accelerated corn is giving me corn.
Accelerated corn is a way of life.
America is founded on corn acceleration.
It is. It really is. Or is your corn GMO or non-GMO?
We don't have electricity, so probably non-GMO. But okay, so in my fantasy mind, we're back to the stories we tell ourselves. I'm thinking that this was like a lost city or something, because it's on a major road. It's an ancient asphalt road.
Zoom out as far as you can.
That's a long.
Okay.
So, if we go back, these are all settled, relatively large settlements.
Ancient asphalt road.
It is an ancient asphalt road. It's a highway.
Industrial.
If we look at this, it's got ancient concrete barriers. And so I'm thinking kind of life after people, Walking Dead, kind of like there were people here. And then
were.
From after we escaped from the blood machines, we're kind of like, re-energizing a former civilization that could have existed sometime in the past. So I feel like we're discovering lost technology.
On the shoulders of giants.
We're trying to do our best. We're a Neolithic people just trying to discover electricity. It started me with this jade knife, and I'm like, that sucks. Hopefully I can sell it to somebody for some cash.
It's worth some cash.
I guess you always have the jade knife when you start, right?
I believe so.
I wonder if it's like some sort of a family heirloom or something. Maybe I shouldn't sell it then. I definitely will.
It doesn't have art or anything.
No, it sucks.
Just sell it.
I know, right?
I don't feel any attachment to the jade knife.
Grandma will be happy knowing that we got more glitter world medicine.
Grandma?
She gave you the jade knife as her last.
Oh, sorry, I thought one of your characters named Grandma.
No, I'm imagining the wizened elders while being cut down by the blood machines, like, please take my jade knife.
Like how Conan's father was like, wasn't he like use the star metal sword or something to like avenge my death?
Well, okay, first of all, for our viewers, I want to be very clear. When we make references to Conan, we're often referencing Conan the Adventurer, the animated series, and not necessarily the movies. Also, we do reference those.
Okay, also, point of order, that cartoon has an amazing theme song. I'd watch it just for the theme song.
Point of order, it's just an amazing show.
It's great all around. Anyway, what did his father say about this? Wasn't he like, take this? Only the thing can stop them.
No. So he had the sword, and the lizard men weren't really a factor. So he's like, I guess I don't need this sword or whatever. And he's like, oh, I'll have the sword. He puts it under a big rock or like in a tomb or something like that. It's like, as soon as you can lift this rock to get the sword out of here, you can have the sword. So he's like, oh, I want the sword now. I'll lift this big old rock. And then he obviously can't get the rock until he's fully Conan-sized.
Of course. Once he's pushed the human carousel around enough times.
So speaking of that, did I tell you this? I was watching the Arnold Strongman Classic where they actually had that as one of the events, the Wheel of Pain, they called it.
Was it like a one-man job? You push the thing?
It was the props straight out of the movie.
Did it turn
one guy.
Something else? Were you like milling barley by turning this thing?
No, it was very heavy, but then it had the wheels in the base of it were filled with sand, so there'd be no momentum on it.
Ooh.
And it was like 30,000 pounds or something. It was ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was like straight up out of the movie where these gigantic guys are pushing this giant, like essentially milling machine around by hand.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
I'm entertained already.
All right, so this is done. Let's start making export shit, and we need more shirts.
You need more shirts. It looks like people are more in need of shirts than pants at this point, which I think pants are more essential than shirt in life.
You're building more spike traps.
Those spike traps are pretty far out.
They are. I was concerned about people coming in. Like, I had attackers come in. I think they started down here and like came in this way. Yeah. And then I'm also concerned about attackers coming in. I
think this eastern flank is one of the most vulnerable.
I was just going to say, I don't think our viewers can see me making my hand gestures, but now they can see me making hand gestures.
Now it's all hand gestures.
It's all hand gestures. But if I were to make a hand gesture towards the screen, there's no possible way they would be able to see what I was pointing to.
If you're gesturing at the screen, gesture at the camera instead.
We need a Madden-style light pen is what we really need.
Didn't you say we could do that?
There's got to be a way. I mean, with all those different input sources on OBS, there's got to be a way to hook like a light pad, you know, some sort of a stylus or something to this.
I want to be the light pad guy.
And be like, boom, you're like drawing arrows and be like, here's where they need to be.
Before every battle, we have to do a light pen setup.
Like in basketball where they have the whiteboard that's got like the picture of the court on it and like drawing the X's on it.
Like the coach at halftime.
I know, right? I need a whiteboard that's got a picture of my base on it and I'm drawing X's and stuff and be like, you go here, cut them off the pass.
I mean, you could export to Paint and we could do a very basic iteration of that.
Something.
Hoopstone, I feel it's just not fun compared to horseshoes. Everyone knows horseshoes is more fun than hoopstone.
They're throwing rocks at a wooden ring as opposed to throwing a metal ring at a wooden post. Oh shit, animal starvation. Oh, I never let Earl out of his...
Oh no!
I never let him out of the box.
He'll be okay then.
He'll be fine. That was just oversight on my part. Sorry, Earl.
I've done that a lot of times. When you put an animal in a room and you walk away for a few days and you're like, oh no, what have I done?
I know, I'm like, I'll just keep my kid in this hot rolled up window car for a while.
You animal.
Just for like a couple of days. And they're going back to putting
planting a tree.
Teak trees down here. Stones are wood. Wood is, it exists.
Wood is good.
Wood is good. That's good. I really want people to start making stuff out. No, I don't. They're not good. They don't deserve to make stuff out of alpaca wool yet. Oh, I'm out of cloth. That's why nobody's making anything.
So do they deserve it or not?
I don't think so. I want this cotton to grow. 35%. This is unaccelerated. 23%, 35%.
There are 3 accelerated plants.
These are accelerated. Oh. There's 4. These 3 plots are accelerated.
Accelerated.
And then here's some accelerated cotton up here, but it's not. It's just getting put in.
You just gotta let it ride.
I gotta let it ride. I don't.
It is so hot in your climate.
It's 98 degrees. It's summer. It's the middle of Jugust.
I always called it Jugust.
Jugust? It would be Jugoost.
Not necessarily. You made 2 different U vowel sounds. It could be Jugoost. Jugoost.
Get it like full of umlauts?
Yeah, umlautize it.
It's the 8th of Jugoost.
Are you making pemmican also?
I have made a little bit of pemmican, but it looks like they're eating it. Oh shit, they're not making simple meals.
That's what I'm wondering. Why is a guy eating pemmican?
Because I turned off the simple meals. Because I wanted them to make...
And prioritize it over the pemmican.
The reason I have pemmican high is that I wanted the ability to have travel food just available to me.
Of course. But I need meat to get it.
They'll naturally skip over this because there's no meat. So my cooks should now go back to making simple meals. There they go.
But what I'm saying is that if you have a bill for like 300 pemmican before simple meal, then they'll make the 300 pemmican. People eat the 300 pemmican. You'll never get to it, the simple meal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I had in a previous game is I'd be like, make a little bit of stuff, then get back to your primary cooking, then get into the serious optional cooking. So I'd have like, do until you have X. Like on this bill, I'd be like, do until you have X, and then like maybe a second bill for make pemmican. It's like up to 600 or whatever. So they make a little bit, cook, and then make even more. To prevent exactly what you're talking about, where they're busy making something that's not necessary and not making the thing that is necessary.
And never reaching the quota.
Exactly. All right, so meals are coming in. That's fine. And we've got more than half of our electricity research completed. This is popping off. Prairie dog.
He's probably gotten an extra. No, he hasn't.
Strong expert. Prairie Dog is bopping away. She's just purple prairie dog's just a beautiful person.
Purple prairie dog.
It's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple prairie dog.
There you go. Purr.
All right, so we need the rec center to get built, and we're gonna need some more bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Bedrooms aren't, what do you call it? Like strictly necessary, but I don't like having my people have all disturbed sleep and whatever.
I've got 3 rooms with 6 beds each. So I'm just like, I'm gonna warehouse new arrivals. They have to earn a freaking bedroom.
I mean, construction is proceeding a little on the slow side, especially with stone construction. You know how that always is.
Yes, especially early stage, because you have to make the stone, pain in the butt.
Yeah, and I think my night crew doesn't cut rocks.
In my current game, I literally had a giant wood base, and I built like a stone. Imagine you build like a stone jacket around that structure, then deconstruct all the walls inside, then rebuild the division wall in between. It was such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, to try to convert a wood building to a stone building.
Yeah.
I've absolutely done that. But just to get these popping off, I'm like, I can't wait for stone. Like, I have to get this going. Alright, all my wood is being used up for spike traps, and I'm kind of okay with that. This little minefield's coming together pretty well.
Is that your dumping zone?
Here's where my chunks go.
What do you do with enemy bodies? Bury them?
I have been putting them in this little hutch.
Nice.
Because I actually got a trade quest. Let's see if this is still up. One of these had a trade request, an absurd trade request. Here it is. They would like me to give me 270 human leather. I actually looked at the stats on this. It's 50 leather per person, assuming 100% efficiency. So they want me to kill and skin at least 6 humans and supply them with this leather. That sounds monstrous.
Silver Gladius, chain shotgun, mega slothful t-shirts. So that's good stuff.
The stuff that they're offering is, I don't give a shit about a silver gladius. That's stupid. The excellent chain shotgun, however, would change the game for me.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden my people would go from short bows to an excellent quality chain shotgun.
A whole level of tech.
And I'm just imagining like people who have never seen technology before. You like, you know, suddenly give them this boomstick and they're like, oh,
it's magic.
It's full of you know, demon magic or something. And they like don't know what they're doing and just start erasing all the forest animals.
I think more like they just have a lot of friendly fire ants.
You're right.
Like 8 shooting strike.
One of my people actually has, I think, 12. No, he's 8 shooting. My people are pretty bad at shooting.
Your shooting's pretty bad at people.
And I don't have any weapon production tech, so mostly I'm just rocking my start weapons, my clubs and my short bows and my garbage.
Yes, exactly.
I think you don't get any weapon tech until you have smithing, right? Is this the first weapon? I have this recurve bow, but how do I make it?
Oh, you really are rushing electricity. You haven't got anything.
I don't need anything. I need electricity. But how do I build the recurve bow?
You build it at a crafting spot.
What do you mean a crafting spot?
Crafting spot. You've only done Outlander style missions.
Oh, crafting spot.
Yep.
I've never even heard of this.
Pop a crafting spot.
Crafting spot.
It's a spot to craft.
Well, shoot. No, I want this rotated, a spot to craft.
It's a crafting spot.
Couldn't
why are you
anywhere being
a crafting
spot? You're just like sitting on the ground.
Yes.
Couldn't that be? Isn't all of the world a crafting spot?
I don't know. All the world's a crafting spot.
All the world's a stage, and all the people are recurve bows. You're trying to see our viewership?
No, I'm trying to see how I can. Basically, I would love to put some kind of title on our channel or something. You know what I mean? Because, like, say, hey, I don't know who's watching, but if you're watching, I don't know how you got here. And it'd be nice, you know, if like our channel had something on it that was like, hey, you know, we play a lot of RimWorld.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously we need to fill out our
You know what I
profile
mean?
or
Like,
whatever.
we're here for, this is literally like about as fresh as the stream can get.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is, we started
Almost
streaming
half
before we
baked.
even set up half. That's being generous.
Quarter baked.
But yeah, we need to like set up our, like, here are the games that we play and, you know, some kind of scheduling maybe.
Yep, I found this page. So look, not now, because I'd rather help Chuck make quality, or as close to quality as we can come, content.
Quality simulate.
Rather than fill out this ancillary content, but you're going to have a lot to look forward to on this profile here. Maybe I'll polish up that mission statement I was telling you about.
Yeah, do that. You have
Yeah.
access to the account, so please go wild.
I do have access to the account now.
I said do. But wait a minute, didn't I have to do that text message login thing, or was that for something else?
What text message login?
Remember when Twitch sent me the code thing? What did I do
I'm
that
pretty
for?
sure I can update the, like, profile, you know, like, hey, how are you style copy without needing your cell phone. There you go. You got it.
Recurve
Do
bow.
it.
This is a
Recurve
superior bow to the short
It's a
bow,
good
yes.
bow.
It doesn't tell me, this just tells me about the bill.
Recurve is solid.
But the bow specifically is superior to the... Okay, so hang on. 14 damage, 1.45 seconds versus the short bow.
Short bow.
11, 1.35 with 20. So it's strictly better.
Strictly better in every way.
Okay, what? So fuck short bows. What is required to make these? Just wood. Cool. Make these. Give me like 3 of these bows.
The thing about the tribal is that the temptation is to go right for the guns, but it's like you don't have the economy to produce the guns even if you were to quick get the tech. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, all right, I should maybe work my way up through, you know what I mean, the bows and the swords. I can't go right for the power claw.
I'm going right for the power claw. I am trying to make anything I can, which I will trade to Outlanders for guns. Outlanders are less than 1 day travel away from me, and they have plentiful guns.
I guess that's true.
So all I need is enough garbage to sell to them to trade for a
It's a
firearm.
lot of garbage.
Well, that's why I've got
You're
the
gonna need
tailoring
guns
going.
and flak.
Guns and flak. The flak, we'll see about that. I'm more interested in getting guns. So I actually have a number of garments and can make more.
Looks like your people are not decrepitly dressed.
They're not decrepit, so I made my first batch of clothing went to dressing them, and I processed down all that cotton that was from these fields. So I'm pretty sure my cotton processing machinery apparatus is robust. Green, you seem to be cleaning a lot. Is this the most productive thing that you do? Basically. Did I?
13 implants pretty good.
And I allowed sowing.
They got a couple planted. Trees take so long.
They sure do.
Take all day to plant a couple trees.
Okay, the meals are coming in. Meals are under control, and I finally got that torch rebuilt.
Simple meal for breakfast, simple meal for lunch, a sensible dinner.
Let's start upping the amount of tea that we're making. I need this stuff to get...
Why don't I just do like make forever?
What I might do that. I want to keep 10 in stock. And then when
I like those forever because it's like the stuff will eventually go bad, but the tea will not go bad.
the tea does not
Raw
go bad.
product will go bad.
Since I've got a little local stock, I think I'll do the classic do forever with local. Do forever, but only
You don't want them running out to the field.
if it's there.
I like that.
And
You keep feeding it to them.
feed it to them, and then
How
actually,
much leaf goes into one tea?
I believe 4.
Oh, all right.
Make this zone a little bigger, because I want all of this... Ah, crap, it expanded the
It
meat.
expanded the meat.
The meat zone. I want all of this leaf processed. I don't want any leaf, I want all tea.
Yeah, of course.
Sounds
Who
like
wants leaf when you can have tea?
sounds like a Texas insult. It's all leaf and no tea. Maybe
That's a RimWorld insult.
it is now. Now and forever.
That guy was all leaf and no tea.
We'll have to keep that as a running gag. But
You
only
heard it here first.
and maybe our 1 or 2 viewers did as well.
Don't make them feel put on the spot. If you guys want to sign off, feel free. You don't have to feel
No.
bad. No, I'm gonna tell them right now. You don't have to be here for my sake. Only if it's entertaining. If it's not entertaining, get out of here. You have better things to do with your life. Sorry, never mind. Stay here. Chuck needs you.
Yeah, watch me play video games. You don't have anything better to do with your life.
No, I didn't say it's not a referendum on what they're doing. It's if I'm not entertaining, I don't want people to watch. You don't need to make me feel good.
I'm trying to make our viewers feel good.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. Keep talking.
Oh, shit,
Can't
right?
ever stop talking.
I know, right? Remember all those jokes that I was saying that one time? And all the entertaining gameplay?
Remember that time we decided to start streaming RimWorld?
Yeah, before we had even like processed our profile or made sure it was connected to the internet. I do remember that time.
Why would I write a profile for a stream that doesn't exist
and has never been existing?
I know. Now it exists. Now I have plentiful. I have much fodder.
Oh, good. It's recording.
Stream. Yeah, we got this pirate guy. If we ever need to go to the bathroom or talk about something that shouldn't be spoken of, we'll go to the pirate reel. Cut to pirate reel.
I wish I had a hotkey for this. Shoot.
Okay, I feel so much better.
Do you?
That's just much better. Thank you. I needed that. I feel refreshed.
We just got demonetized.
Did we? I don't think we're monetized. I don't think there's
We're
any.
never pro-monetized.
There's no monet going on of any kind.
I want monies.
Well, you're gonna have to stream a hell of a lot more and a hell of a lot better to get to that point.
I know. Maybe people have actually been donating to the channel while we haven't been looking at it.
Well, I didn't link it to any PayPal or anything, so I guess it just went straight down the Twitch hole.
I don't really know anything about Twitch. Again, all I know is how to play video games, not how to sell them on the internet with me watching them, playing them. But I believe there's an in-game Twitch currency. Not in-game. In Twitch.
Bitcoin of Twitch?
No, like Twitch coins or something. I don't know.
Is this like Chuck E. Cheese? I redeem them for like wristbands?
Yeah, get a pencil topper.
And pogs?
And if you get 50 million of them, you can get like a Game Boy game.
It was always insulting how high the ticket price was for anything decent. I was like, I'm just gonna go buy that thing because the equivalent amount of quarters you would spend to win the tickets, only if you hit like some insane jackpot. Remember that little game that had the lights going in a circle and you had to stop it? You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me tell you a very sad story. There used to be not Chuck E. Cheese, but it was a locally owned arcade slash, jump around zone.
Fun zone.
Yeah, where there's like laser tag and whatever.
Fun zone.
And it was called the Varsity Zone. And it was really the only local arcade in our area. And so I would go there mostly for the arcade. They had other stuff like...
you weren't really a ball pit guy. You were straight.
They had like rock climbing wall and other stuff.
Okay.
But there were games that you play for tickets and games that you play for fun. So like Mortal Kombat's just for fun, but like some are free, trying to get tickets for prizes.
Yeah.
And so I'd always saved up all of my tickets anytime I'd ever gone there to try to get like the hyper prize.
Huh.
And so you could get the strings of tickets, right? The regular paper tickets. But if you got huge numbers of them, they would start to give you little coupons where it'd be like, this coupon's worth like 100 tickets.
Was
or
it
whatever.
handwritten or
No,
they like the machine gave it?
No, they were printed out things, but you would take your huge handfuls of tickets to the counterman, and the counterman would give you a little voucher that says, this is worth 100 tickets.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have
It's
to
like
hold on
like your account,
to the huge amounts of physical tickets.
Yeah.
And I had actually kept all of these little coupons for a very long time. It was probably a period of years, and had thousands of these tickets. I'm like, I'm ready to get something kind of decent prize here, right?
They closed down.
They closed down.
Fuckers.
I never got anything.
Oh my gosh.
I waited too long.
They were probably thinking to themselves, like, that guy that's in here playing, he's got a lot of tickets.
We better close down before
this loss. We better close down.
He's coming quick. Put out the "We Are Closed" sign.
That's exactly how it went down.
I was gonna put a table in here. That's why there's a random chair. So things are going pretty well.
Things are going good. Do you think this is a good place to pause here?
I think it is. Is there any way to find out how long we've been on the thing for?
You know, I don't know. All I can tell you is that it's almost midnight, and we started a little after 10.
So it's been like a good 2 hours. We could probably...
It hasn't been quite 2 hours, but it's been enough.
Something. I think it's been
an hour and 23 minutes and 35 seconds.
For an inaugural episode, that's probably okay. I don't know. What are you thinking?
No, I think it's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewer, the one viewer that we had.
I want to leave something in the chat room just to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
How to do that. Keep talking.
Once we figure out how to use the chat room, we are going to chat with you.
Half of the fun will be me failing.
It's like RimWorld. Your people almost dying from heat stroke because I couldn't get enough wood to get the cooler built is like how our Twitch account is going to operate. It'll be like people want to watch the stream, but we forgot to order me to connect the wire to the internet. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It'll be a comedy of errors, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I'm just typing in here.
Sure enough. Were you putting in the profile info?
No. All I said was, this was fun. Thanks. Don't forget to passively cool your structures.
Keep it passively cool.
Yep.
Fair enough. And with that, we'll sign off. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.